Why do 99% of school crushes end up in drama? It's like a rite of passage, isn't it? The moment you start liking someone, the universe conspires to turn your life into a soap opera. But hey, that's what makes school life memorable, right? It all started back in grade 7. Grade 7. The year of awkward growth spurts, braces, and the beginning of teenage angst. I remember it like it was yesterday. The school hallways were always bustling with energy, and the classrooms were filled with the chatter of young minds eager to learn, or at least pretend to. I had a crush on the prettiest girl in class. Her name was Emily. She had this infectious smile that could light up the entire room. Every time she laughed, it felt like the world paused for a moment just to appreciate her joy. I was smitten, completely and utterly. I didn't even know what a crush was back then. All I knew was that my heart would race whenever she was around, and I get this goofy grin on my face. My friends noticed it too, and they were relentless in their teasing. So I told my friends, and guess what? They thought it was hilarious. They'd nudge me whenever she walked by, making exaggerated kissing noises. It was mortifying, but also kind of funny in a way only middle school humor can be. They thought it was hilarious. They'd shout my name whenever she walked by, making sure everyone knew about my little secret. It was like living in a sitcom where I was the punchline. They'd shout my name whenever she walked by. It was embarrassing, but I couldn't help but laugh along. I mean, what else could I do? Middle school was a jungle, and you had to learn to survive. I thought she liked me too, but nope. She was always kind and polite. But there was no spark, no sign that she felt the same way. It was a hard pill to swallow, but I convinced myself that maybe, just maybe, she was playing hard to get. She told the teacher, and when asked, I blurted out, "Yes, ma'am, I love her. Talk about awkward." The whole class erupted in laughter, and I wanted to disappear into the floor. It was one of those moments that you replay in your head at 3 a.m., cringing at the memory. Fast forward to grade 10, I finally confessed my feelings to her through a classmate. By then, I had matured a bit, or so I thought. I mustered up the courage to write her a note, pouring my heart out. I handed it to my friend, who promised to deliver it discreetly, and guess what? She liked me back. I couldn't believe it. It felt like I was walking on air. We started talking more, sharing our favorite books, movies, and dreams for the future. It was like a scene out of a teenage romance novel. But then, one of my friends spread the news and the teasing began. It was relentless. Everywhere we went, there were whispers and giggles. It felt like we were under a microscope, with everyone analyzing our every move. It got worse. Someone filmed us walking together and showed it to her parents. They were furious. They didn't want their daughter distracted by a boy, especially one who was the subject of so much gossip. They threatened to call the police if I ever texted her again. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't believe that something as innocent as young love could cause so much trouble. I was heartbroken, but I respected their wishes. I didn't want to cause any more problems for Emily. We couldn't talk for months, but she found a way to message me using her parents' phone. It was risky, but we were determined to stay in touch. We would send each other coded messages, pretending they were for school projects or group assignments. Our love stayed strong even when the principal got involved. He called us into his office, warning us about the consequences of defying her parents. But we were stubborn. We knew what we felt was real, and we weren't going to let anyone tear us apart. Now in grade 12, those same classmates are still trying to split us up. It's like they never grew up. They'd spread rumors, make snide comments, and even try to set us up with other people. But by now, we were used to it. We had built a fortress around our relationship, and nothing could penetrate it. They even posted that video online, but a teacher helped me get it taken down. It was a humiliating experience, but it also showed us who our true friends were. The teacher who helped us was a godsend. She understood what we were going through and did everything she could to support us. So here we are, still together, despite everything. We've been through so much, and it's only made us stronger. We've learned to trust each other, to communicate openly, and to support one another through thick and thin. I ended up with no close friends, but my relationship is rock solid. It's a trade-off I was willing to make. Friends come and go, but finding someone who truly understands and loves you is rare. Emily is my rock, my confidant, and my best friend. I guess the lesson here is, love finds a way, no matter the drama. It's not always easy, and it's definitely not always fun, but it's worth it. Every challenge we faced only brought us closer together. We've learned to laugh at the absurdity of it all and to cherish the moments of peace and happiness. What about you? Got any wild school crush stories? I'm sure everyone has a tale to tell. School crushes are a universal experience filled with awkwardness, excitement, and a fair share of drama. Drop them in the comments. Let's share our stories and laugh at the craziness of young love. After all, these are the moments that shape us, that teach us about love, friendship, and resilience. So, what's your story?